1, 2, 3. Baby boy, you owe me 20,000 buckaroos. Thank you. Your turn.
What is happening?
Eric?
What? Hello ladies and gents, welcome to today's video, where today we're going to be going through one of my favorite techniques to make a lemon syrup. I always have a few jars of this in my fridge at all times and it's perfect for this time of year. So let's jump in and get started. Now first things first, let's talk about the lemons. There's no set recipe here. You can actually either use fresh whole lemons or you can use lemons that have already been juiced, like the ones that you see here. What's great is as you use the lemons for their juice for applications such as desserts and sauces, or say a special drink that we'll make later in this video, but we'll get to that. You can use the rinds to make the syrup, so there's no waste. Just make sure that the lemons have not been zested and the outsides have been cleaned. So now, let's make the syrup. You know I can juggle.
You can?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. So for this syrup, there's no set amounts. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your lemons or your lemon rinds and cut them into roughly 1-inch pieces. Place them into a plastic or glass container. Once you have all your lemon pieces cut up, you're going to put that on a scale and you're going to weigh it out. Once you've figured out the weight of your lemons, then you'll take roughly half of that weight and pour in that amount of sugar. So as you can see here, the weight is roughly 730 grams. So I'm going to add in roughly 365 grams. You don't have to be super precise here, just kind of get into the ballpark of 50% and you're good to go. Then once you've sprinkled the sugar in, give that a stir. And what I'd recommend using is either a potato masher or some kind of baton or stick. Just kind of smash together the lemons and the sugar. This way it'll release some of the juices that are in the lemons and it'll help kind of dissolve the sugar a little bit more easily. Then once everything is stirred together, you're just gonna leave it either sitting on the counter for 3 hours or put it into your fridge and let it sit overnight. What's really cool about this is that there's no cooking required. The sugar pulls out water from the lemons and that water dissolves the sugar, making a bright and flavorful syrup. Then, once your time is up, that is it. Your lemon syrup is done. Then, all you need to do is just pour up the syrup over a strainer, take a press of some sort, and squeeze every last drop of this syrup out. Then, pour the syrup off into a container, seal the lid, and make sure to date this. Kept sealed and in the fridge, this will last for about 3 to 4 weeks. From there, you can use the syrup as is, drizzling it over pancakes and waffles, adding it to whipped cream for biscuits and cakes, pour it into a glass and take shots of it. Okay, so maybe not that, but you get the idea. On its own, this syrup is a thing of beauty, but where this syrup shines the most is in drinks. And today we're gonna be making 3 awesome drinks with our lemon syrup, starting with a lemonade, of course. Using our lemon syrup to not only reinforce the lemon flavors, but to also create a sweetener that does not have grittiness to it, that using normal white sugar kind of does sometimes. So to start, get yourself a pitcher, and for 4 servings of lemonade, you're gonna add to the pitcher 24 ounces of cold water, 4 ounces of lemon juice, a pinch of kosher salt, and then 12 to 16 ounces of your lemon syrup, depending on how sweet you want it. Stir everything together, taste it, and adjust the sweetness to your liking. Then, take your glasses, fill them up with ice. Then, just simply fill up the glasses, garnish with a little bit of lemon. So cute. And there you have it, the best tasting lemonade you'll ever have. Serve this right away, or just keep it chilled in the pitcher until you're ready to serve. And judging by the reaction of our resident thief here, I suppose the lemonade is pretty good. Now with that one classic lemon drink done, let's move on to another. And we're gonna start by getting rid of this high fructose corn syrup crap. And replace it with this way better version. So for each individual soda, you're gonna take your glass and fill it up with ice. And then I make a small mistake here. What you should do is you should start by pouring in 3 ounces of your lemon syrup before then adding the seltzer. It's not a big deal, but you lose a little fizziness the way that I'm doing it here. So, you know, do as I say, not as I do. For each soda, you're gonna add in 8 ounces of cold seltzer. Like I said, pouring that in after you've added your ice and lemon syrup. Give that a light stir, and there you have it. A soda that's both refreshing and flavorful, and made with a lot more natural ingredients than your typical can of soda. Or pop, as people say here in Kansas. And there you go, 2 delicious drinks for the summer using our lemon syrup. Now, the only thing that's left is to go ahead and find a straw. I know I put it around here somewhere.
Cheers.
Ah, here it is. All right. Really? Well, at least I have the lemonade. And now with those 2 drinks done, we now move to our last bonus drink. Now listen, before we get started with our last drink here, do me a favor, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. We are a new channel. We're kind of figuring out our own style here, so if you have any feedback or want to leave us a thumbs up or subscribe, we definitely welcome it. Now, our last drink. Trust me, have you read the news in the last year at all? We need this. Now with our syrup, we're gonna be making my favorite cocktail drink, a whiskey sour, which is a rather old-fashioned type of cocktail that traditionally uses bourbon, fresh lemon juice, and simple syrup. A simple syrup just being equal parts sugar and water boiled together. Now, on its own, it makes a delicious cocktail, but we can step it up even further by using our lemon syrup to reinforce those lemon flavors. So to start this, we're going to prep our glass. Now this is an optional step, but it's a step that adds a sweet crunch to our drink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little dab of my lemon syrup, just pour that onto a plate. Then on another plate, I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of raw cane sugar or turbinado sugar. Then taking a small cocktail glass, I'm going to spin that around in the lemon syrup, turning the rim into the syrup so that all parts of the rim are coated. Then I'm going to dip it into the turbinado sugar, and there you have it. Our glass is prepped and ready to go. Now to make this cocktail, you're going to need a way to measure everything out. Now if you have a kitchen scale, which you should, then you can just simply use that. Or if you want to look extra cool, you can use one of these stainless steel bar jiggers. For mine, one side measures 1 ounce and then the other measures 2 ounces. So to start, either in a cocktail shaker, or if you broke yours, a glass mason jar, you're going to add in 2 ounces of whiskey bourbon, 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice, 1 ounce of our fresh lemon syrup, and to that, you're going to add 1 egg white. Now, if you're thinking that's sort of a weird ingredient to add to a drink like this, I understand. The purpose of the egg white is to add a nice foam to the top of this drink and to make the drink nice and light. If you've ever made homemade eggnog, you know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, it does not make our drink taste eggy. Look, if you're squeamish about this, you can leave it out if you want, but believe me, it's not going to be the same. Then, seal your shaker and give it a shake for roughly 20 seconds just to get everything mixed together and to get the drink nice and foamy. Then, open the top of your shaker and add 1 or 2 pieces of ice, close up the shaker again, and give it another shake for another 10 to 20 seconds just until you start to feel that the drink is cold in your hands. From there, open the shaker again, strain the drink into your glass, serve this on the rocks with some fresh ice, then over the top, just give it a little dash of aromatic bitters.
Way to go, a-hole!
If you'd like to take it one step further, you can garnish it with a little slice of lemon, a few cherries on a skewer, and while not traditional, a little sprig of mint. So pretty. And there you have it, a upgraded whiskey sour. And with that, not only have we created an awesome syrup with a bunch of different applications, but we've also made some amazing drinks here. Now, all that's left is to get back to my game. All right, that's all those lemons taken care of. All right, your turn. So, remember, when life gives you lemons, mix it with bourbon.
It's my birthday. You owe me $5,000.
See you next time. Where'd you get that lemon soda?
I found it.